Hello, my beautiful people. I welcome you back to my channel once again. As usual, we have a game tomorrow, which is Wednesday. It's an EFL Cup game against Newcastle United. And as usual, I am here to present to you the preview of that game. I am going to give you everything you need to know about that game, the officials that will be in charge of the game. I'll give them to you. I will also give you my predicted lineup and, as usual, my predicted score line for that game. But then before I go there, I want to mention this thing. You see, in life, when you are leading or you think that you are leading, you must be sure that there are followers. But if you are leading and there are no followers, then you are only taking a stroll. And anytime you want to bite, you don't have to bite more than you can chew. On Sunday, we won our game and Manchester United were defeated, and I was so happy. But then yesterday, the news came that Ten Hag was sacked by Manchester United. I didn't know whether to actually laugh or cry, to be happy or to be sad. Because when I remember Ten Hag, he has been good to Chelsea, and he has also been bad in a way to Chelsea. Why do I say so? I'll tell you. Now, Ten Hag was signed in the summer of 2022. He was welcomed to the Premier League by Brighton and Hove Albion, who defeated Manchester United in its first game at Old Trafford by 2-1. When Ten Hag was in charge of Manchester United, Manchester United and Chelsea played 4 games. Manchester United won 2, there was 1 draw, and Chelsea won 1 of the games. And I must say that we as Chelsea fans were so eager for the game on Sunday. Chelsea is going to play Manchester United on Sunday, and we're so eager to see that game, and so badly wanted Ten Hag to be in charge of that game, because we were going to settle some scores with him. He has 2 wins, we have 1, and this is the right time that we were supposed to settle that score. Unfortunately, Ten Hag was given the sack. Now, the 4 games that Manchester United and Chelsea played when Ten Hag was in charge. The first one, it was on Saturday, 22nd of October, 2022. It was an EPL game, and I must say that we drew that match. Chelsea drew that match 1-1 with Manchester United. It was at Stamford Bridge. Jorginho scored in that game in the 87th minute, and then Casemiro equalized in the 90th plus 4 minutes. Stuart Atwell was the referee in charge. Then our second game against Manchester United was on Thursday, 25th of May 2023 at 7 o'clock or 19 o'clock GMT. Stuart Atwell was the one who was in charge again. Manchester United defeated Chelsea by 4-1 in that game. Now, Casemiro again scored in that game in the 6th minute. Martial scored in the 45 plus 5 minutes. Then Fernandes scored in the 73rd minute, a penalty. Then Rashford also scored in the 78th minute. Now, for Chelsea, it was Felix. It was Felix who scored in that game in the 59th minute. The third game against Chelsea, when Ten Hag was in charge, was on Wednesday, 6 December 2023, 2015 GMT. The referee was Chris Kavanagh. Now, Manchester United again won that game by 2-1. And McTominay was the one who scored both goals. And Cole Palmer, our golden boy, was the one who replied with 1 goal in that game. Then our 4th game. Now Palmer is coming up, and this is why I say we had a score to settle. Our fourth game against Manchester United, we won that game by 4-3. And Palmer scored a hat-trick in that game. It was played on the 4th of April 2024, 1915 GMT. Gerard Gillett was the one in charge. Gallagher was the one who scored the first goal in the 4th minute, and Palmer took over. Garnacho scored 2 goals in that game, and Fernandes scored in the 39th minute. So we won that game by 4-3. Now, why am I saying all this? I said initially that Ten Hag has been good to Chelsea and has also been bad. The reason why I say he has been good to Chelsea is that when Eric Ten Hag was in charge, one Chelsea player was trying to give us problem in the dressing room in the name of Mason Mount. But then I can say that Ten Hag came to our aid and signed this boy from Chelsea. Now, in effect, that left a space in the team, and straightforward, Chelsea went to sign Cole Palmer with that money. And then we can say that Cole Palmer has been good to Chelsea. So you see how Ten Hag has helped us. Then the next thing Ten Hag did was to give us Sancho free of charge. You know how much they signed Sancho? And you know how much Chelsea is signing Sancho? Sancho will not be playing in the game on Sunday because Manchester United is still his parent club. But then Chelsea has an obligation to sign Sancho. So you see, Ten Hag has helped Chelsea in a way. And the reason why I say he has also been bad to us is that Ten Hag is the reason we are playing in the Conference League this season, because of that game he won in the FA Cup final. If it had not been that game, Chelsea would have been playing in the Europa League that we qualified for on the log. So that is about Ten Hag. Now we will miss Ten Hag dearly, but all in all, I think that once you bite more than you can chew, then you should be ready to face the consequences. The first mistake he made was to force Cristiano Ronaldo out of the club. So I think that sometimes when you have big egos in your dressing room, you have to know how to handle them. So Ten Hag, we wish you all the best. Although Chelsea doesn't know how Manchester United is going to approach this game on Sunday with Ruud van Nistelrooy in charge. But then I think that we have a good team to handle everything that they are going to bring. So, right. So that is it. Let us look at the review of our game against Newcastle United, which will be tomorrow in the EFL Cup. So the time for the game is going to be 1945 GMT. Then the venue is St. James Park. That is the venue. All right. The referee who will be in charge is Chris Kavanagh. Assistant referees are going to be Adrian Holmes and Libet. Remember that the game we played on Sunday against Newcastle United, Adrian Holmes was one of the assistant referees in that game. And again, tomorrow, he's going to be one of the assistant referees against Newcastle United. So those are the assistant referees for the game. Then for the fourth official, we have Thomas Bramall, who will be in control of the dugouts. All right. Then on VAR duty, I can tell you that in this game, there will be no VAR in operation. No VAR in operation at all. All right. Then for the form of the two teams, when you take the last 5 games into consideration, Chelsea have won 3, we have drawn 1, and we have lost 1. Newcastle have drawn 2, they have lost 2, and they have won 1. Now, their last loss came on Sunday against Chelsea. They lost that game by 2-1. Newcastle, when it comes to the Premier League, they are on the 12th position on the log. Chelsea is 5th on the log. We have all played 9 games together. We have a goal difference of 8, whereas they have a goal difference of -1. We have scored 19 goals and they have scored 9 goals. We have conceded 11 goals and they have conceded 10 goals. All right, so you could see that I think Newcastle has a problem of scoring. All right, then in our last 50 games between Chelsea and Newcastle, Chelsea has won 29 of them. We have drawn 8. Newcastle, they won 13 of them. Then in our last 7 games, I must say that Chelsea won 3 of them. We drew 2 and Newcastle won 2 of them. But in actual fact, when we want to consider wins in 90 minutes, Chelsea have actually won 2. But then we can remember that we defeated Newcastle United in December last year in this same EFL Cup. At the end of the 90 minutes, we played a 1-1 draw. That goal was equalized by Modric. Yes, that is why I told you the other time that Modric has some history with Newcastle. So Modric was the one who equalized that goal. And then we went to penalty. So we actually won that game through penalties. All right, so that is above the head-to-head. Now, my predicted 11 for the game, we all know who the cup competition goalkeeper is. That is Philip Jorgensen. So he will be in post. Then at centre-back, we are going to have Badiashile and Tosin. I think that Newcastle have very huge players, and so we must match them with that stature. So Badiashile and Tosin will be at the centre-back. Then Kuku must play this game because I think that Newcastle will come with a different tactic. So Kuku must play this game. Then Kuku at left back and Viega at right back. Now in defensive midfield, I am putting Enzo Fernandez and Casadei. I wanted to put Disbury Hall over there, but I think Casadei will do the work better, pairing with Enzo Fernandez. Casadei can protect Enzo Fernandez better. So Casadei, Enzo Fernandez over there. Then ahead of them, on the left wing, I am putting Modric there. Modric must play this game. On the right wing, I am putting Sancho there. Sancho must play this game. You remember Sancho didn't play our game on Sunday. Then the game against Manchester United, Sancho is not going to play again. And so Sancho needs some minutes. He needs to play this game. So Sancho on the right. Then behind the striker, Felix will be there. Then Nkuku will lead the line for this game. So that is my predicted 11 for the game. My predicted score, I think that Newcastle is going to find this Chelsea's second team very difficult to deal with, because I believe Newcastle has some aging defenders, and so I am not sure they will be able to match the speed of Modric and Sancho in that game. They will realize that this Chelsea second team is in a different level. All right, so but then Chelsea has been leaking goals, and so we are going to concede a goal. I'm predicting a 3-1 win. 3-1 win for Chelsea in this game. 3-1. All right. So that is my preview for the game. Thank you very much. Those of you who have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell and the like button. Please also share the link so that more people will get this news. All right. Till I see you after the game tomorrow. God bless you and bye for now.